right. Finally back. Finally came to a boil. Let me go ahead and show you. So isn't that beautiful? So it came to just a little rolling boil, okay? I skimmed off a lot of this stuff, but there's more, but you know, I don't worry about it. All right, so got everything ready. Got my ladle. Got my jars that are still, they're not hot anymore, but they're warm because this is hot. I've got some onions that I want to put in each of these jars. Now these are the 12-ounce jars, okay? Got my beans that have been washed and sorted, and my lids that are in boiling water and some really hot tap water and some vinegar. Right, and then I am going to add, now whenever you're working with glass, I bought plastic measuring spoons that I keep in my my canning box, which is over there. I'll show it to you if you want. I think I've talked about it before. Because I have the tendency to tap. So if you haven't noticed, and if you haven't noticed, you haven't been watching my videos very closely. So anyway, because I have a tendency to tap, me using metal inside of a jar, probably not one of the smarter things I could do. So I'm going to use, I use plastic. So because these are only 12 ounces, I think a generous fourth of a teaspoon of onion will probably be enough. So let me go ahead and put this in here. So I'm going to do a little less than a third of a cup into each jar, okay? So let me do a couple of jars with you, because she said the pinto beans. And thank you, Christine, if you watch this, for helping me out so quickly. That's what I love about the canning and prepping community, is everybody's willingness to help a stranger. So hopefully we won't be strangers now. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get these all filled, and then we'll be back when I get ready to add the sauce. Okay, down to my last 2 jars for the beans for now. Did I mention this is the first time I'm canning beans? Like ever? I've only actually been doing all of this for about a year. Maybe not even a year yet. Sometime this summer. Okay, so got a lot more beans. But we'll start with these, and I got more in the more of this size in the oven, a few more, and then I'll have to move up to pints after that. But I am going to run these for 75 minutes, which is the pint time. And my canner is over there. The water's getting warm. All right, so I'm going to not use this for the sauce because I know I have to do some more. So I'm going to use a different funnel. I've got my debubbler. Now let's come over here. See how well you can see. Not well. Okay. I can fix that. Step over to my parlor. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I think that should be okay, yeah? All right. So let's give this a little stir. So you want to fill it to within 1 inch, which is right below this first band. Okay. Or until it touches the bottom of your funnel. Okay. Yeah, of course I did. How's that? That's better. All right, so vinegar. Wipe the rim really well. And then come over to your lids, score yourself a lid and a ring. Now I'm using my big canner today. Because I want to stack these. Okay, now I know this little doohickey works much better on the smaller lids. Holy shamoles, that's hot. Okay, so you see I just turn it. There. Okay, and that comes right off. Okay, then over into the pot it goes. Ugh. No. See, you guys almost got me. Hot. That's my punishment. You know what I forgot to do, right? Yeah, okay. So, that's going to have to get washed. I forgot to dedouble. No debubbling, no going to the counter. There we go. Now I need a new rag. Silly me, silly, silly, silly me. All right. So let's try this again. Okay. I'm not going to worry about using that little device. I'm going to get this done, get my canner started, and get this over with. I think I'm going to have to start at my other canner so I can just keep on going today. All right, so let's fill another one. Now, actually, what I like to do is I like to go through and fill them all, and then go through and debubble, then go through and wipe. But let me just show you one more. Okay, so let's debubble. Okay, I think that could use a little tiny bit more liquid. There we go. All right. And wipe the edges. Okay, everything's hot. Like really hot. Okay. So there you go. Isn't that pretty? All right. Hopefully the beans will just suck up all this liquid and they will be super delicious. I also want to show you guys, on one of my trips to the dollar store, I purchased a water pitcher, just a really cheap plastic one. And then I came home and I measured out a pint and I marked it. Measured out a quart, which is 4 cups, and I marked it. And I measured out 2 quarts, 8 cups, and I marked it. Now I know both of my Presto canners takes 3 quarts of water to get to the line that you need to process your cans with, jars. So this makes it so much easier. I don't even have to feel for the little line on the inside of the can anymore. I just take this and I fill it up, pour it in, I fill it up, I go over just a smidge just because, and pour that in, and then I know I've got it. I don't have to worry about it. And then when everything is done, and the pot's cooled off and I'm cleaning up, I just throw this. It fits in either one of my pots, my big pot or my little pot. And I use my little pot the most, so I just put this back into my little pot along with all the other stuff, and it's always there when I need it. Anyway, just thought I'd share that with you. And I also keep a little baggie of Vaseline to do my gasket. So I see it I have to take it out of the pot every single time. So I don't lube my gasket or around the rim of my pot every time. I do it like every 3 times that I use it, or when the lid starts getting a little hard to turn, to put it on or to take it off. Then I use it. So, and then in my bigger pot, I've actually got the container, the smallest container I could find of Vaseline. It's actually in the container. So I just scoop some out and put it in a little bag, and it works just fine. All right, so I'm gonna get these jars here finished, get them into my machine, and I will, get them into my pot, and I will bring you back. All right, putting the last jar in now. I ran out of syrup, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 3 12-ounce jars and 2 pints with just water and onion. So my canner, I'm going to put the lid on, and then I'm going to let it vent. I guess I can let you see me do that so you can see the steps in case this is your first time. So this is the procedure you go through if you have a Presto. You have to make sure this hole is clear. You want to hold it up to light, make sure you can see through it with no obstructions. You want to make sure this little thing is moving freely, and you want to make sure that this, you can push on it and it's not so hard that you crack it. You also want to check your gasket. It should fit nice and tight in here. If it's loose, you probably need to replace it. Okay, and then there's an arrow right here, and there's an arrow on the handle. So you line up the arrows, just like so, and twist your lid, and there we go. Now, you don't want to bring this up to heat too fast, so, I know the temptation is just crank it up to high, and I have that temptation all the time, but I'm probably actually not going to use this right now, so I can put this out of the way. But resist that urge. You worked hard to get all those cans filled, so no point messing it up now, right? Yeah, right. So I'll answer for you. So anyway, I'm going to let this slowly work itself up till it's a steady stream coming out of here. It'll be just a lot of steam. You'll be able to hold your hand over it, but it'll start to hurt. Then you time it for 10 minutes. This is for any canner. It doesn't matter what, all Star, all Bright, all American, whatever you've got, Presto, whatever. All of them, it's the same procedure. 10 minutes of heavy venting, at which time you put your weight on. Now, where's my weight? Here's my weight. Now, you need to know your altitude. Whatever your altitude is how much weight you're going to put on it. So you will either have it's starting to spit water up. So I can go ahead and start the timer now. And I'll just give it another minute. There we go. Hey Google, set timer for 10 minutes.
Sure, 10 minutes. Starting now.
Alright, see you guys back in 10 minutes. Alright, 10 minutes have gone by. You can even hear the steam now. Now I'm going to take my weight, put that on there, and I'm going to wait for this to come up to 11 pounds of pressure, which is for my altitude. And then we'll start the timer again. Alright, so I'll see you when this is all finished. And then I'm going to wait. Once this is done and everything's come down to 0 and this little thing has dropped back down inside, then I'm going to, I'll remove this when there's no pressure, and then I'll let it, I'll crank the lid, let it sit for 5 minutes, and then I'll bring you back. Okay, I don't know if you heard that hissing sound when I was putting this on and I kept jiggling this. I thought it was that. It was actually this, and this is new. It was stuck, and it's done this once before to me. So I just took my fingernail and just plucked it a little bit. First I tapped it a few times, and then I plucked it. It won't come up to temperature if that doesn't pop up, okay? So just letting you know. I mean, we're all good now, but so fortunately I didn't waste any time. All right, that's all I wanted to tell you. So it's been sitting for 5 minutes now. It's all done. Still want to lift this away from me because it's still hot. Watch. All right, there we go. All done. Look at that. Oh, love it. Music. So, it doesn't look like there's much in the way of beans. So I'm going to have to tweak how much I put in here next time. But I got a lot of them. But, you know, I don't care. It's just me. I can open up 3 of those if I need to. I could also open up, you know, 1 or 2 of these and 1 of those and mix this with that sauce. So, and this may change a little bit after they've cooled down and the beans have really sat here just soaking up everything. Because it doesn't look like, I mean, the pinto beans look like they grew, but not exponentially. So, looks good to me. And I just wanted to show you real quick. I did not have any siphoning. Look at that. I was wrong. I may be able to smell it, but there was just a few drops on top of 1 lid. Probably came from 1 on the top, but my water, you know, if I was going to run another batch, I would just add more water to this to bring it back up to that line over there, but I'm not going to touch it because this is really hot still. And I would just use this water again. So anyway, all right. Well, there you go. Maple syrup beans, pinto and white mix. Recipe by Christine from Wilhelm's Kitchen and Heather from the Needy Homesteader. Look at that, I got them both first try. Woohoo. Oh, and that's a beautiful sound. All right, thanks for watching. You guys know the drill. You know, the thumbs up, subscribe, little bell, and I will still try to remember to put links up somewhere during this video for both of their channels. Okay, thank you. See you again.